So you think that he could play worse? You think there could be a worse version of Curry and they would still win?
I think.
Yeah, that was his argument because Tatum and Brown would play so bad that they could still win.
I said, would they?
I
said, would it probably go to 7 games? Sure. Would they, like some of the 10-point games that they won, probably go down to 5 points? Sure. But I do think that
it was still if you put him on whatever team, those Curry arguments is going to be done.
I still believe that.
You're crazy for thinking that, but we'll see.
Know what's so funny? Watching the shots that he was putting up, I believe Dame can run off ball to hit some pull-up jump shots.
Oh yes, he can run off ball, but can he run off ball as well as Curry?
No, nobody says that. My argument was
Oh my God!
Well, who's doing that? Somebody's keep moving their things around their mic. But my argument was the Warriors will be better with Curry for sure. But in terms of like what they accomplished in that time span, I think Dame could accomplish just as much.
2022, they're winning a championship.
Yeah, I think you overrate how much. I think you
overrate. Low. I was just talking to
you. Overrate.
I overrate what he did in the 2022 playoffs.
Yeah,
bro. He said that Steph just got open shots, bro.
Especially considering the fact the only time when he was really cooking like that, just something that Dame might not be able to replicate was in the finals. But we don't have to get into that.
No, that's what you'd have to do to win the series.
Yeah, they wouldn't have beat Boston. I think they could have beat the other teams though.
They could have beat Boston. They could have beat Boston because people act as if they solely won that because of Steph's offense.
Nobody said that.
No, I said people act as if. I'm not saying you. I said people act as if Curry's offense was.
Don't put a name on it. They don't put a name on it.
You real talk.
Okay.
You real talk. Act as if like Curry's offense,
even though you're lying, but
was so crucial to that team winning. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it wasn't important, but we also need to consider the fact that if Dame is being there besides Curry, it's not going to change the fact that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was literally playing terrible, especially in the fourth quarters of those games, and the offense was terrible.
Jaylen Brown was balling. It just saves Tatum. Jaylen Brown was doing ball.
Go look, Jaylen Brown in almost every single fourth
quarter. Balling is
that's a lie. That's a lie.
He was playing good. Okay,
Jaylen Brown was hooping in the first quarters.
The funny thing is,
every game in the first night.
Jaylen Brown wasn't even balling like that. He was just playing better than Tatum. That's not a crazy ball.
He wasn't balling.
So you think
I corrected myself, nigga? Good.
So you think that he could play worse? You think there could be a worse version of Curry and they would still win?
I think.
Yeah, that was his argument because Tatum and Brown would play so bad that they could still win.
I said, would they? I said, would it probably go to 7 games? Sure. Would they, like some of the 10-point games that they won, probably go down to 5 points? Sure. But I do think that
it was still
even though low, the Warriors were down 2-1 going into game 4 in Boston, and Curry scores 43 of the 107 points Golden State scored.
And watch this.
And I do not think I don't think
and watch this.
I don't think Dame is doing that.
And watch this. What I did with Real Talk, we watched all of the shots that Steph had. And he could only name me 2 to 3 shots that Dame couldn't be able to replicate. I'm like, okay, cool. And then we looked at all of the game. We looked at the run in which they went on in that, what was it, the beginning of that fourth quarter when they were actually mounting a comeback. What has so happened to you? What has so happened for you to believe that they actually came back into the game after being down 7 when Curry wasn't even on the floor?
If you want to say another game, but Game 4 is the game where I don't like. It's very hard for me to believe that somebody else would just be able to.
Bro, Dub took a period of the game where these niggas played good for a stretch. It was like, boom, see, they didn't need Curry's 43. Like,
I didn't say
game
that.
Game 4 was historic. Game 4.
Watching it, and again, when we went back and watched that, bro, I'm seeing Curry and the looks he's getting. I'm like, he could run off these screens and hit these open shots that Curry's getting. I'm not going to hold you.
I mean, he could possibly, but I mean, there's a lot of people who also come off screens and get quality looks and don't shoot 50% from 3 on 14 attempts. Like there's plenty of people who get quality looks and don't sustain that level of accuracy and impact throughout an entire game to the point of scoring 43 points, shooting 54, 50, 90 basically.
At the same time, there's a possibility for failure. I think there's a possibility for success as well. And I think Dame has that possibility as well, especially.
So,
considering-
but
I
originally
guess
his
we'll see this
argument.
season, huh? I guess we'll see this
we
season.
will see this season. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.